What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Coffee for the People. We're trying something a little different today. We're doing the vertical orientation of the camera, mainly because, we put it on YouTube and it's always the horizontal. But then when I go to do it on TikTok, or if we were going to add it to Instagram TV or anything like that, it gives you this crushed little format. So if you're watching this on YouTube, which you probably are, I appreciate you, and we're going to try to make this look as good as possible. Today, I'm very excited. We have Graziella coffee. Now, I don't have a great Spanish accent or Italian accent or Sicilian accent, even though I'm supposedly, part Sicilian. I'm supposedly half Sicilian. I imagine that's like half of a hundredth. Graziella Coffee Company. Whole beans, medium roast. It says it's sweet, clean, juicy. This is from Jinotega, Nicaragua, and it smells great. I'm going to be honest with you. Couple cool things about this. Number one, they're located in Queens, New York. Even though New York is like locked down, tight, wearing a chastity belt at the moment, this dude still was able to send us some coffee. A little bit about the coffee. Basically, this is their perfectionist lot. It's grown at 1,400 meters elevation, washed. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what this means. Caturra and Cacao and micro lot. Yeah, basically they want to use this as a platform to build a community and to change the way that people do coffee and other things around the world. If I screwed that up, no big deal, because the owner's going to be joining us on the roast here in the next coming week. So probably sometime around, like next Wednesday, something like that. Or maybe the Wednesday after. Make sure to tune into the roast because we're going to have a special guest on. All right, without further ado, let's give this a try. All right? It smells good. The bag smells awesome. It does come out with a light look to it, almost like a tea. And I didn't not blend it, or I did not brew it strong enough. I brewed it the same way, the same amount of beans I brew every pot. Coffee review time. I like that. Really smooth. I think juicy, sweet, clean. Those are great descriptions of this. I would have a hard time putting like a distinct flavor note on it. At this point, my palate's getting pretty wise. I've probably had, a ton of different coffees in the last month. I get a whole bag, do one review, and then the bag goes on the shelf. Well, I'm still drinking coffee in between, and I'm mixing all these coffees together, and I'm really developing a pretty good palate. I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. Super smooth, very rich. There's a good aftertaste on the back of the tongue. Oh, it's like, this is like a smoky caviar on rye or something. I don't even know if that's a thing. It's like the smoky caviar on rye of the coffees right now. This is by far has the most body of all the coffees that I've tasted. I've tasted a lot of good ones. Caveman was up there. Lexington Coffee Roasters, a delicious coffee. Rising Tides was pretty good. But this has a distinct flavor. It's like 3 or 4 profiles together. All right, we got to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. I give this a 7.9. 7.9. Excellent score, in my opinion. We rarely give 8s and 9s. I don't remember if we've hit the 9 territory yet. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Awesome. Loved it. One more sip for the road. That does it for this episode of Coffee for the People. And make sure to stay tuned for updates about the upcoming episode of The Roast, where we're going to have the owner of Graziella Coffee on to talk about his brand and how they've been affected in New York and a whole lot of things. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Deuces.